Source Hunters! This is it! Sacred Stone, the seat of Attenborough. This must be where the Dark One has taken Jarrett. We must be stealthy. If Jarrett was taken by surprise, there is no telling what sort of subtle evil might find us here.
Goddess's way, young initiates, is not always easy. At times it may seem the goddess asks too much. At times it will seem that the sacrifices she demands are unfair.
Welcome, curious soul. Please, remain among we followers of the Immaculate Way and learn the teachings of the goddess. Where once you were lost, now you are found. Most feared illness, but most blessed gift. The conduit came to those miners afflicted with the terrible disease and offered them salvation, showed them that by sacrificing the lost among them in the name of the greater good, they could cure even the most hopeless case of rot. We are disciples of the goddess and soldiers of the greater good. We seek to raise ourselves from among the lost, to become enlightened by the teachings of the goddess as delivered to us through our holy conduit. We live in harmony with the Tenebrium, at one with its curses and its blessings. The enlightened may be permitted to draw the energy, the lifeblood from these lesser souls, an honor for the lost one. Yes, bringer of rot, the goddess's bane. Miners in Silver Glen uncovered this strange mineral only recently. It was this discovery that brought the conduit from on high to us souls willing to receive her. The link between we mortals and the almighty goddess. It was she who showed us how to transform Starstone, that seemingly vapid gem, into precious. She dwells in the Tenebrium mines now, along with those deemed enlightened enough to defend the goddess upon her return to... Before the conduit came, Starstone was little more than a pretty gemstone used for pure adornment. Fools were we not to realize that the stone... our most precious relic. We obtain holy bloodstone by first securing a shard of Starstone. The sacrifice of a lost one, Now, note that the goblin's blood runs red, nearly identical to a man's. The volume of the blood can cause quite a mess, as you can imagine. So we're careful to perform the sacrifice within our specialized chambers only. These chambers are designed not only to collect wayward fluids, but also to muffle any unsavory noises produced by defiant lost ones. Goddess's way, young initiates, is not always easy. At times it may seem the goddess asks too much. At times it will seem that the sacrifices demands are unfair. In a way. But we of the effective state must No, we must remember that a lost one's energy is not its own, but belongs to the more enlightened beings around it.
In this way, the sacrifice of the Lost One sanctifies and enhances the community. The Lost One redeems itself in the greater good.
But I think the shambling oak could shake them off soon enough.
A few blows, they get those scrappy fists a-blazing and take it down in a matter of minutes. Oaks are strong, but they're slow as, well, as oaks.
Oh, what do I care about such nonsense anyway? I never saw an imp fight so much as Cole.
Any plans for after this gig is over?
Reminds me of a song I know.
Maniac is after.
Are out a running, the moon is full and bright. There's wheels and wails and tremors of music in the night.
Hey, I know that one. Crystal snows can twinkle, blizzards shake and turn. So long as imps flee from me, my heart
There's a
blaze
talking wish.
and burn.
It will seem
Well,
that the sacrifice
colour be a simpleton. Your singing voice is as sweet as honey wine.
But we
Oh,
of the
shucks,
Immaculate
you think
Faith
so?
must
My mom
believe
said
this.
the same.
We must
She's got a
trust
mighty
in
fine
this
ear on her.
named Lost
Let's hear
One's
another.
arms.
What'd you say?
We must remember that a Lost One's energy is not its own, but belongs to the more enlightened beings around. In this way, the sacrifice of the Lost One sanctifies and enhances the community. The Lost One redeems itself in the greater good.
What do you mean, how's it going?
Well, you know, how's it going on your side of the door?
You can't be serious.
I'm just making a bit of pleasant conversation.
Pleasant for who?
Any plans for after this gig is over?
I've always wanted to start my own business, actually.
Is that right? What sort of business?
Artisanal hand soaps. You haven't lived until you've tried my windswept hyacinth. Well, you know what they say. A watched Attenborough never goes on a murderous rampage. Well, you know what they say. A watched Attenborough never goes on a murderous
You know
rampage.
what they say. A watched Attenborough goes on a murderous rampage.
Say, you want to made it down to size here?
Not in mine. Heard there's a talking wish.
What a load of bollocks.
Oh, what do I care about such nonsense anyway? I never saw
Say,
an imp fight so much
you
as
ever
Cole.
made it down to size here?
Not in mine. Heard there's a talking wish.
What a load of bollocks.
Any plans for after this gig is over?
I always wanted to start my own business, actually.
Is that right? What sort of business?
Artisanal hand soaps. You haven't lived until you tried my windswept hyacinth.
Well, colour me a simpleton. Your singing voice is as sweet as honey wine.
So, how's it going?
What do you mean, how's it going?
Well, you know,
Let's hear another.
how's it
What'd you
going
say?
on your side of the door?
You can't be serious.
I'm just making a bit of pleasant conversation.
Pleasant for who? I just know my soaps would burn through the competition. Whoops. Cooler heads prevail, as they say.
So, how's it going over there?
What do you mean, how's it going?
Well, you know, how's it going on your side of the door?
You can't be serious.
I'm just making a bit of pleasant conversation.
Pleasant for who?
My heart beats too slowly to sustain me. I'm crawling like a rat here. Your grave to aid us! Sweet relief.
I'm never out of my element.
does it.
Hope I land on my feet. I'm fading. Fast.
Cooler heads prevail, as they say.
Don't go away!
Halt, trespasser! The hallowed village of Sacred Stone is hardly open to lost ones of every make and kind. What present your immaculate welcome, compatriot, fellow, friend?
Since the inclusion of these waypoint shrines in our procedures, this immaculate village has increased its production of bloodstone more than 5-fold. Remember, time is of the absolute essence, for the goddess hour is nigh.
Source hunters! This is it! This must be where the Dark One...
Don't look at me like that. It's not as though I'm enjoying this.
The water near that human village tastes terrible. Like something...
And in the distance, you might spot the most ancient testament to the endurance of the Immaculate Way, the Grand Temple. Master Mangoth is inside, performing the sacred ritual now. Listen closely, young initiates, and perhaps you can hear the faint yelping sound of a starstone being transformed into bloodstone. Take in the beauty around you, young initiates. Does it not pulsate with life? And we, its master, we, its inheritor. By giving its energy unto us, we satisfy the goddess's great craving for balance.
I am on the trail, Source Hunter.
Where there is weakness, the void plagues. Where there is will, life springs. Tell me, traveler, do you wish to live? And how do you wish to live? A life of long hours spent slowly savoring? Or do you prefer a rapid life? A life of chaos and wild nights? It shall be done, and you shall be granted a boon for your endeavor.
like that. It's not as though I'm enjoying this.
Hey, what did the Immaculate say when her friend asked her to go to a feast instead of a blood orgy? Sorry, but I can't do it. Eh?
I may be a pig, but you could stand to lose a few yourself.
What have you got stashed in here, Mrs. Cottontail? I can only hope this might be a magpie's nest.
And upon this hill's peak, the intrepid traveler will find that same trial of initiation that brought him into our fold. Rejoice that he may revisit the goddess's bane. And here, young initiates, witness an overgrowth of Rivolonus anticoagula. Its leaves can be crushed into a beautifully helpful blood-thinning agent that can halve the number of minutes it takes to drain a heifer. Since the inclusion of these waypoint shrines in our procedures, this immaculate village has increased its production of bloodstone more than 5-fold. Remember, time is of the absolute essence, for the goddess hour is nigh.
they say, the watched at
But if you had to wager, what would it be?
Oh, I don't know.
Ugh, I'm tripping.
Soaked to the
I feel like I've just had a long bath in a cold lake.
Well, you know what they say. The watched at
Hey, I know that. Crystal snows can twinkle, blizzards shake and turn. So long as imps flee from me, my heart blaze and burn.
Well, colour me a simpleton.
Greetings, moneybags. Ready to empty those pockets?
Imbecile! Was your father a drunken hog? That's no way to greet a customer!
Sorry, boss. Sorry. Won't happen again. Hello? Valiant hero? How can I help you?
Talk to me apprentice if you wish to browse the wares. That nincompoop needs the practice. Do you hear that, you boob? You need the practice! Come on, Rockford!
Greetings! Feel free to browse. Oh, that's right. Yes. But not here. I thought you were one of... This here's an immaculate plenty to need you small... Not the easiest audience.
Rawr! That is, how can I help you, my friend?